Hey everybody, I am the Funky Professor, and today I'm showing off my automatic flour and seed machine. Now this bad boy is going to let you use your bone meal with 100% efficiency to get a ton of flour and seeds, and then you can turn the machine off, press this button here, and it's going to collect all of those flours and seeds into this chest over here. So I'm going to show you exactly how this machine works and how to build it on today's episode of Funky Machines. So here I'm going to show you the basic principle behind the build and show you exactly why it's 100% efficient. So what we've got going on here is we've got a patch of grass that's 8 across and 7 tall, and then we've got 7 pistons on either side that pushes the patch of grass back and forth. Now underneath we've got a dispenser that's pointing straight up into the patch of grass. And this dispenser has a redstone torch on either side, and what this does is when the patch of grass gets pushed back and forth, it makes the dispenser act sort of like a bud switch. Now we've got bone meal in this dispenser right here, so I'll show you that if I press this button, it's going to push the patch of grass over, and it caused the dispenser to plant the grass with the bone meal. Now if I press this button here again, it's going to push the patch of grass back over, and it's going to pop the initial set of grass, giving us our flour and seeds, and it's going to plant a new set of grass. So we can exploit this by hooking it up to a clock and making it go really fast back and forth, just like I showed you in the beginning, and let us get a lot of flowers and a ton of seeds really quick. So now that you know the basic principles, I'm going to show you step by step how to build this bad boy. So here in this chest and on the side of the screen as well, you can see everything you're going to need to build this machine. Now you need 14 regular pistons, 56 grass blocks, 9 dispensers, 40 redstone dust, 5 redstone repeaters, 20 redstone torches, 1 sticky piston, 1 hopper, 4 chests, 1 lever, that's 8 water buckets, 7 stairs, and I recommend 1 door or fence gate so you can get in and out of the machine, and you're going to need at least a stack of blocks to kind of cover everything up. Now it's up to you kind of how you want to cover everything up at the end, but I recommend using maybe some fence, some glass blocks, maybe some slabs, and some extra blocks as well. So really it's up to you how you want to cover everything up. So to start off with, you're going to want to place your 56 grass blocks, or you might just, make the machine in the ground, in which case you'll just place your pistons, 7 pistons on either side, just like I've got here. Now behind the pistons, you'll want to have blocks diagonal down, just like these green wool blocks here, and then have redstone all across the top, with redstone torches on the other side underneath the pistons here, and that's how we're going to control the pistons going back and forth. Now underneath we're also going to have our dispenser with our redstone torches on either side. Now in order to find out where you want to place the dispenser, you want it right in the middle of the entire machine. Now this machine is 13 across altogether if you include the redstone on either side. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's going to be the center, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, that's going to be the complete center of the machine, and you see that's where our dispenser is. So once you've got the basic blocks in place, it's time to put in our redstone clock. Now I've got it indicated by the yellow wool here, and all we're going to do is place a block 2 below where the dispenser is, and then on top of that block put a piece of redstone dust, just like I've done here. Now on either side you're going to put a redstone torch and then a block above it, and that's going to cause them to burn out. Now I put a lever on here to turn the clock off for now, but if I turn that on, you see that it's going to blink really fast and turn everything on. So once we've got our clock in place, we're going to want to hook that clock up to all of our pistons. Now put a repeater coming out of the redstone dust that's in the center of the clock, and put that repeater on 3 ticks. Now in front of that, put a piece of redstone dust, and in front of that, that's where we're going to put our 1 sticky piston. Now on top of that sticky piston, put a regular block, and that block is going to, when it's descended, hook into this repeater on the left and on the right. Now on the left repeater, put it on 2 ticks, and on the right repeater, put it on 3 ticks, and that's going to carry a signal out to both our set of pistons. So put a line of redstone going out, 3 dust on each side, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and that's going to go into a block that has a redstone torch on it, and that's going to activate our redstone line, which is going to turn off all of these redstone torches that we've already got on here. And so we're just going to do that on both sides, and that's what hooks up this clock to all of our pistons. So if I turn this clock on, you can see that this clock is going off, which is sending it through this repeater, which is setting off this sticky piston up and down, which is setting off these repeaters right here through the redstone dust and through this redstone torch here, and then is activating the pistons to cause this to go back and forth. But if you do want to add in the water stream to make it automatically collect everything, then you're going to do just like this here. Now the glass blocks that I've got here, that's just to represent the blocks that you need so that everything's not going to be flying all over the place, and so that the water will stay contained within the system. So all you're going to do here is you're going to put stairs on top of each of the pistons that's not extended, that when the machine is off, that the grass blocks are closest to. And so that's also where you're going to put your dispensers. Is going to be one behind and one above each of those stairs. Now in each of these dispensers, there's 7 dispensers right here. We've got a bucket of water, and then we've also got a dispenser over here. Now the way that this line works is we've got a button on the front dispenser here, and when I press this button, it activates this redstone line, which takes it behind to this line right here in orange. Now we've got it coming down right on the corner of the machine, and then you just kind of snake it down, and you put you want to put a repeater in here just because the redstone line won't go far enough. Put 1 repeater in there, and then have this go over here into this dispenser. And now I've got the dispenser one behind where this grass block is. That way, so that when this is extended, and if you accidentally turn the machine on, it's not going to cut off the water supply completely. So I'll show you here. If I just press this button, the redstone line activated. It's going to push all of our items over into this water stream, and you see that this dispenser line activated as well. And if I if I was to turn this machine on, it's not going to harm anything. It's not going to hurt anything. It is going to waste the bone meal. It seems that some of the items spawn, but not many. So I don't recommend doing that. But if you accidentally do hit the machine while the water is on, it's not too big a deal. So you can just turn that back off. And again, I also recommend you can put in a door, you can put in a fence gate, or just some way that you can still get into the machine, just in case anything gets stuck maybe on the steps or in this line over here. So once you've got the design built that I've shown you already, you can really get creative in how you cover everything up and how you want the final design to look. So you can see in the first design that I showed you, I just used some fences with a fence gate in the middle, and I used some slabs to kind of cover up all the redstone that was behind the pistons and everything. But I've got another build that I created over here that I created kind of a full-on building. I've got a roof in there, and as you can see, this is the exact same design. I've got the chest over here with everything in it, and if I hit this switch, it's going to cause the floor to move back and forth with the grass popping, which is giving our seeds and our flowers. And I can turn that off, and then I've got the button with all my dispensers, which is going to activate my water streams to push everything into my chest over here. So, like I said, get creative. I would love to see what, designs you guys come up with. Oops, didn't mean to turn that on there. But I would love to see what designs you guys come up with. Feel free to send them over to our Facebook or our Twitter. Definitely subscribe to the channel if it's something that you liked. And until I see you guys next time, you gotta keep it funky.